In the heart of the ancient land of Mai Mahiu, where the sun kissed the earth with golden rays and the rivers flowed like veins of silver, there lived a great seer named Kioni. Known across the vast plains, deep forest, and towering mountains, Kioni was the bridge between the world of mortals and the world of spirits. She was revered, not only by the people of Mai Mahiu, but by every creature that roamed the land. One night, as the moon hung high in the sky, bathing the land in a soft, eerie glow, Kioni received a vision. In her trance, she saw dark clouds gathering, thundering with fury, and a deluge of water swallowing the world whole. The spirits whispered in her ear, "A great flood is coming, Kioni, one that will wash away the earth. Only those who heed the warning will survive." Kioni awoke with a start, her heart pounding in her chest. She knew what had to be done. Without wasting a moment, she called upon the animals of the kingdom, summoning them from the farthest reaches of the land. Elephants with their majestic tusks, lions with their flowing manes, swift cheetahs, cunning foxes, and even the smallest of insects gathered at Kioni's call. The air was thick with anticipation, the creatures all murmuring in hushed tones, wondering why they had been summoned. Standing before the great assembly, Kioni raised her hand, and a hush fell over the crowd. "A great flood is coming," she announced, her voice carrying the weight of the prophecy. "It will cover the earth, drowning everything in its path. But fear not, for I have been instructed to build a great Mashua, a boat that will carry you all to safety." The animals gasped, their hearts filled with both fear and hope. The Mashua would be their salvation. Kioni began the work, her hands moving with divine guidance, crafting the boat from the strongest trees in the land, binding it with vines that would withstand the fury of the waters. Days turned into weeks as the Mashua took shape, and the animals, filled with excitement, came to marvel at the grand vessel. It was unlike anything they had ever seen, strong, vast, and sturdy. But among the animals were the dinosaurs, the largest and most powerful creatures that ever roamed the earth. They were colossal, with bodies that could shake the ground with each step, and their arrogance matched their size. The leader of the dinosaurs, a mighty Tyrannosaurus, scoffed at the sight of the Mashua. "We are the kings of this land," he roared, his voice rumbling like thunder. "No flood can submerge us. We are too tall, too strong. The waters will bow to us, just as all other creatures do." Kioni, sensing their pride, approached the dinosaurs. "There is no shame in seeking refuge," she pleaded. "The flood will be relentless. Even the tallest of trees will be swallowed by the waters." But the dinosaurs laughed, their voices echoing through the valley. "We do not need your boat, Kioni. We are invincible." Kioni's heart was heavy, but she knew she could not force them. She returned to her work, building the Mashua, knowing that the fate of the dinosaurs was sealed by their own arrogance. As the days passed, the sky began to darken, and a cold wind swept across the land. The animals, sensing the change, grew restless. Then, one fateful morning, the first drops of rain began to fall. The animals hurried to the Mashua, Kioni guiding them, ensuring that each one found a place. The rain grew heavier, turning into a torrential downpour, and soon the rivers overflowed, merging into one great sea. The dinosaurs, still defiant, stood tall, their massive forms unyielding as the waters began to rise. But as the days passed, the floodwaters continued to climb higher and higher, until the tallest mountains were nearly submerged. The once proud dinosaurs now found themselves neck-deep in water, their confidence turning into fear. Panic set in. The mighty Tyrannosaurus, realizing their grave mistake, roared to the heavens, "Murongo, have mercy on us. Kioni, save us. We were wrong. Please, let us into the Mashua." But the Mashua was full, and Kioni, with tears streaming down her face, could only watch as the water reached the dinosaurs' heads. She prayed to Murongo, "Great Spirit, show mercy on these creatures. They have learned their lesson." Murongo's voice thundered across the heavens, their pride has brought them to this end. But I shall not let them perish completely. However, they shall be punished for their arrogance. With a flash of lightning and a crash of thunder, Murongo struck the dinosaurs. In an instant, they began to shrink, their massive bodies dwindling into small, cold-blooded creatures. The Tyrannosaurus, once the king of all beasts, was reduced to a crocodile, his fearsome roar now a silent hiss. Others became lizards, their once towering forms now scuttling on the ground. Kioni, heartbroken, watched as the small reptiles, now humbled, made their way into the Mashua through a small window. They had survived, but they would never regain their former glory. Murongo's curse ensured that they would remain small and cold-blooded for the rest of their days, a reminder to all who witnessed them of the dangers of pride. The rains continued, but the Mashua floated safely on the waters, carrying Kioni and the animals to a new land, a new beginning. As the waters receded, the animals emerged, grateful for their lives, while the reptiles slithered away, forever changed. And so, in the land of Mai Mahiu, the tale of the great flood and the cursed dinosaurs was passed down through generations. The people would point to the crocodiles and lizards and say, "Remember the story of the great flood and the curse of the dinosaurs." For in their fall, we learned the power of humility and the wisdom of heeding the words of the wise. And thus, the legend lived on, a story of pride, punishment, and the enduring spirit of life in the heart of Africa.